Hello. And listen, if you're hearing this message, it's very likely not by chance. We're going to explore something powerful today, an idea that might feel like it was crafted specifically for you, right here, in this exact moment of your life.
I want you to really let that sink in. You didn't just stumble upon this. Think of it as a divine appointment, a moment of clarity arriving precisely when you're standing on the edge of a profound change.
You see, for so long, your journey has been this preparation. And what felt like punishment, what felt like you were doing something wrong, was in reality a sacred initiation into the life that is just now beginning to emerge. Your path, it hasn't been easy, has it? While it seemed like others were moving through life with some kind of predictable math, yours felt different. It felt harder. It felt lonelier. And so often, it was just deeply confusing. You've probably asked yourself 1,000 times why your road seemed designed to test you at every single turn. But here's the truth. Behind the scenes, an invisible hand was guiding every one of those detours. The universe was refining you. That betrayal, it taught you what true trust really feels like. That isolation, it forced you to find a strength deep inside your own soul. And every closed door, that was just a divine redirection. Every moment of darkness was just teaching you that faith was the only light you ever really needed. And now, that long period of intense refinement, it's ending. A breakthrough is arriving. The very same currents that once seemed so determined to pull you under are now shifting, getting ready to carry you forward with this incredible, unstoppable momentum. This season of quiet formation, of all that silent work you've been doing, it's reaching its climax. Everything that has been building within you, completely unseen by the world, is finally ready to rise into view. The wait is over. But, and this is so important, with this arrival comes a warning. As this new life begins to take shape, what is the single greatest threat that could stop it dead in its tracks before it can fully manifest?
The warning is this: keep it secret. Your silence right now is not a sign of fear. It's not a lack of faith. At this very moment, it is your most powerful spiritual strategy. It's actually warfare. You see, the greatest threat isn't some enemy out there. It's the words that come from your own mouth. That urge you feel to just tell someone, to share the vision, to speak the plan out loud before it's time. That is the very thing you have to guard against. You know, ancient wisdom has always understood this. As it says in Proverbs, even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. This doesn't mean what you've been given is too small to share. It means it is too sacred, too significant, to expose before it's ready. And this brings us to the core principle for this season of your life, the power of hiddenness. It's a divine strategy, one designed to protect and mature the promise that's being birthed inside of you. So what do we even mean by hiddenness? Well, think of it as this sacred, protected corridor, a passageway between the moment a promise is given to you and the moment it becomes real in your life. It's a divine incubator designed to make your vision strong enough to survive out in the open air. We see this principle play out in the timeless story of David. After the prophet Samuel anointed him in secret to be the future king, David didn't run to the palace and announce it. No, he went back to the fields. He went back to being invisible and just allowed that sacred promise to deepen inside him, in silence, waiting for God's perfect timing for the public reveal. And this really illustrates the two paths you have in front of you. On one side, you've got premature exposure. That's often just anxiety pretending to be faith. It's always looking for validation from other people, and in doing that, it exposes your fragile, beautiful vision to their doubt. But on the other side, you have secret hiddenness. That is a divine strategy. It rests in divine timing, and it protects the vision until it's fully mature. So what this means is that you are now a guardian. You have to protect this breakthrough on two different fronts, fighting two different kinds of doubt. First, there's the external threat. And this one's tricky because it often comes from people who mean well, friends, family, who just aren't on the same frequency as what's happening in your life. Their doubt, even when it's totally unintentional, is a spiritual weight. And if you carry enough of those weights, they will sink your vision. But then we get to the internal threat. And this is so much deeper. The final, most important battle you'll fight isn't guarding this vision from others. It's guarding it
from yourself, from your own negotiations with doubt in the quiet of the night.
And this brings us right to the heart of everything, your final agreement. You see, heaven has already declared its verdict on you. It's decided on your worthiness, and it's decided on the promise it has given you.
The deepest obstacle you're facing right now isn't some outside force. It's this internal conflict of trying to hold a divine promise in one hand while your other hand is still clinging to a secret, subconscious agreement you made a long time ago with unworthiness. You can't hold both. One of them has to be released.
And so, this becomes your declaration of power. This is the tool you use to sever that old tie, to speak with authority into your own spirit. I break every agreement I have made with unworthiness. This isn't a suggestion, it's a verdict. It is you agreeing with heaven. That silence you've been called to, it was never just to keep others from hearing your plan. It was so that you could finally hear, without any distraction, what heaven has been saying about you all along. The divine verdict has been rendered. The only question left is what will yours be?